Welcome to this Reiki session. My name is Emil, and today I've chosen some special crystals for this session. Firstly, I have an Hematoid Quartz, which corresponds with the root chakra and the crown chakra, which helps align the connection from the root to the crown. Before we begin, I would ask you to breathe in deeply and slowly and hold for 1 or 2 seconds, and then just let it go and let it out in its own tempo, in its own so let's begin. Next up, I have this Serpentine crystal, which I'm also gonna use. It corresponds with a lot of chakras. I'm not gonna memorize them all just at this moment, but trust that I have chosen these crystals specifically for this session, and I just follow my intuition regarding which crystals I use, and the crystals I use, I also research very much about them. If I don't know exactly everything about the crystal, then I research what the crystal's for, what it's mostly benefiting, and just everything about the crystal and its essence and its effect. So Then I'll use this small scepter of Amethyst, which corresponds with the third eye and the crown. Helps to strengthen intuitive information and intuitive abilities, psychic abilities, the connection to the rest of the universe, source, whatever one wants to call it. Primarily amethyst. There are actually there are many kinds of amethysts. I'm not gonna say something that isn't true, so there are many kinds of amethyst, but this is the most common one, which is just known as normal amethyst. But I have this one. This is not the same amethyst. This is transparent, and this is not. I think it's called Chevron amethyst, but this is the normal kind of amethyst. As the last one for this session, I'm just gonna use some normal white selenite. This is my selenite wand. If you've seen any of my other videos, you might have seen it before because I use it very much. I use it for everything. I also have a selenite ball, which I also use for cleansing crystals, and this selenite wand I also use for cleansing crystals, but I also use Palo Santo. I don't know what happened. I forgot it for this session, but I'm just gonna go with it anyway, because mistakes doesn't happen. If we don't rationalize it or understand the meaning of it, then it's not time to understand yet, or then we're just trying to resist the truth of things. But let's get going with this selenite. Selenite is primarily connecting with the crown chakra. It also is like the perfect stone for cleansing everything and anything. It is perfect for removing toxic energy and for cleansing, and it has the most beautiful frequency, vibration, whatever you want to call it. It's probably vibration, but it has the most delightful vibration. It's like selenite vibrates at a divine frequency, which you really get and feel when you work with it. I almost dropped it. Almost. It didn't happen though, so everything's fine. And even if I did drop it, it wouldn't do a difference, because it's not necessarily if it's I don't know how to say it in English, if it's processed or not, if it's cut or not. This is definitely polished and cut. Polished. It's not specifically cut, but polished. But almost all my crystals are polished. I do have some raw. But if it's raw or polished, doesn't really matter that much, because it's the frequency of the crystal that we're working with when we do Reiki with crystals. Even just normal energy healing with crystals, chakra healing, crystal healing, whatever you want to call it. But there is a little difference between working with crystals without Reiki and working with crystals with Reiki. But you can of course work with crystals without Reiki, but working with crystals and Reiki, the Reiki is pure life energy. It's pure love and light, and it's only gonna amplify the normal vibration of the crystal. So it complements perfectly. That's why we use tools. Just wanted to say. continue to close off this energy transmission, this Reiki transmission, by calling upon Archangel Michael to come in and help sealing off and closing off this session and transmission. If it is necessary, or I also call upon your personal spirit team to help assist in transmuting and integrating energies afterwards, after this session. And it is done. Thank you so much for watching. I wish you blessings, peace and prosperity. Be well, love and light.